Okay. Alright, I'm gonna show you how uh, what Chinese ink can what kind of effect Chinese ink can give you. It's one of my favorite mediums. This is Sumi drawing ink. Okay, it's just Chinese ink. How much this thing costs? One bottle, 180 ml. This one costs $2. I bought from Daiso. Okay, no particular brand. Every brand is the same to me. Just get this kind of liquid ink version. Okay, they have the powder version, they have the powder kind. Just get the ink, but be careful, this is very poisonous. Do not drink it, do not spill it onto your clothes. Very hard to remove from your clothes. Okay, so when you pour, you must be careful. Alright, now uh, Chinese ink is very good for toning. Okay, for example, if I were to take it directly from the bottle, I'm going to pour into some, little bit here. Okay, see, some of it drop onto my drawing paper. Okay, this is one drop, accidentally dropped. If I were to add water, it can produce a very dark line, and the more water I add, the nicer, the more the pigment will spread. If you can see, the color spreads out from dark to light, you know. So if you have if you merely have a very light tinge, it can be very light like that. With just using the dirty water just now that I used, the dirty water can also produce a certain kind of tone, you know. I like Chinese ink because Chinese ink, if you have a wet surface, for example, we're just gonna wet this area. I'm gonna wet this area. Not flooding wet, just nice. Okay, just a bit wet. I'm using normal drawing paper, Daler and Roni drawing paper. You just make it damp it. Okay, and if I were to take the Chinese ink now to drop one drop, you can see the effect of Chinese ink on a wet paper. So if I want to just, can you see the effect now? It start to spread. This is very good, like only ink can give you this kind of effect. Okay, and at the same time you can do it as a mixed media. If I were to just draw a straight line now across, as compared to this one has a blotted effect. This is wet, this is dry. So Chinese ink, you can use to draw straight from the brush. You can draw lines using your brush, and it's very expressive just by using the brush alone. Or you can use it flat like that, or you can use it flat like, you can have this kind of very textured stroke. Or you can also press down and it can create a certain texture. Or once it's really dry, let's say I make it dry, you can use the dry brush technique. You can, when the brush is really dry with nothing on it, you can start to sketch out anything that you want. Okay, I do not know what I'm sketching right now, but you can just sketch out anything that you want. Okay, for example, if I want to draw an eye, with the brush here, it becomes like a shading pencil. with just a dry brush. You can dab, okay. You can add a bit more. Maybe if I were to dab, I like Chinese ink and charcoal because they are very dark and very strong mediums. Very strong medium but it's quite hard to control at first. So you have like an eye is never complete without eyelashes. Okay, something like that. And then make sure your brush is dry. You can use the leftover. You can use the leftover to do your shading. Okay, it's very good for people who likes to just do art like with quick strokes like this. Okay, you don't want to think so much about drawing or painting. You just want to have a good flow. You just want to play with the medium. Okay, it's good for art on the spot. Okay, so that's Chinese ink. So I'm just going to use the leftover to write the word Chinese ink. Chinese ink. So this one with a Chinese word. This is my name in Chinese. No, just kidding. So yeah, this is what Chinese ink can do for you.